think it became darker from her side. It was better just now. No? Okay, welcome everybody. Let them put it on YouTube. Okay, we're welcoming our friends. We have Francis, Emmanuel, Abraham Haruna, Victor Velshima, Igwe Chris, Zik, Fonsani, JJ, Sally. Welcome everyone. No, there's something wrong. I put this one off and it's still making noise. It's not using this. No. Okay. This now. The noise. No, put it on. Put it on. Okay. So it's not coming from here. It's not coming from here. This is connected. Yeah, but something is wrong. That's why the noise is so much. Maybe it's this one. Should be somewhere. Sonny Ashe, welcome. Aza, Gideon Kimani, Aza Sarah, Olisa, Nikki Okereke, Ayodeji, Ben Bonto, Fatima Forun, Maiken, Sally Adai. Welcome everyone. Well, let me introduce you to a beautiful lady today. And she's a lady of love. She's an ambassador of love. I think that would be the best description for her. God's ambassador of love. She is a loving person and our whole life is about demonstrating God's love. Now, her name is Albertina. What's your last name?
Nyantee.
Nyantee. Okay, Albertina Nyantee. Now, Albertina, could you tell us your story? I think you are in the US now, but you are originally from Liberia.
Right.
Yeah?
Anyway, thanks, Pastor Sonny, for this opportunity. I really appreciate you having me on your show. It's a great privilege for me. I'm originally from Liberia, West Africa, and I'm currently living in Texas, in the United States of America. Yeah. So, married. I have 4 boys, and
4 boys.
Yes.
No girls.
No, I'm the only girl in the house.
In the house, wow. And your husband, of course, your husband is a man, so.
He's a fair boy.
Ooh. Now, how did you come in touch with Pastor Sunday at DSA?
I used to follow Dr. Miles Monroe because I was hungry for the kingdom. I was hungry for something I didn't even know about the kingdom message. So I was following Dr. Miles Monroe, and he passed. So I was planning to go to see him, but then he passed. So I kept searching, and I discovered his auntie, one of his auntie, Trista too. She's in Florida. So in order to become an ambassador for Trista, she has a mentorship program. She required us to read 3 books. One of the books was your book, Church Shifts. So we had to, read that book.
So what does she do? What does she do? Does she do a mentorship program, or she does a training program? What does she do?
She does leadership training. She has an organization called Agents of Change.
Okay.
Kingdom, So the same kingdom work, she doing after Papa Myers, Dr. Myers, when he was doing. So she trained people to, become ambassadors to go out in the world to influence. So I got baptized in the school of the kingdom and in my sphere of influence. So when I read a book, I still was not, you don't really know who the person is, because you just think the person is like far away. So I didn't really pay attention. I was just reading the book as a requirement, and the story was very true. So then,
what particular book? Which one of my books?
It's Church Shift. Church Shift.
Do you have it there?
It's on her website. You have to become an ambassador for her team.
Okay.
There is a requirement. Then it's the book here.
Yeah, you got it. That's it. Church Shift, yes.
Yeah. So then I got connected to a Facebook group called Daughters and Sons of Mars Baron. So I was just, because it's very hard to find kingdom-minded people, So I grew, and then I just followed Dr. Chris, Chris from London. So I started to listen to some of her videos, and I was inspiring. And then through her, I saw some of your videos that she shared. I was still not paying attention.
Who is the pastor? Pastor Chris?
Dr. Chris, yeah, she's
Pastor Chris Ogedengbe.
Right.
She's the lady that is fighting for the destiny of children, ladies, girls, boys in the UK.
Yes.
Yes.
So then I saw on her page, that she shared your videos, and then I still really didn't pay attention. Then I saw that she shared what's her name, Tega videos.
Tega, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Ogede Tega, yeah.
Yes, that was like, it took me away. So just because I often finished that video, and I got a news that day that the kids did not have food, and they ran out of stuff. I'm so sorry, I'm gonna get emotional. I'm sorry. When it comes to the kids, just like, so I didn't have any money. I did not have any money to send to the kids that day for food. So I was thinking, I'm like, where am I going to get money from to send for these children for food? Because my sister-in-law always helped me out, but I was embarrassed to go back to ask her. So I went to a pantry, and then the Lord spoke to me. He said, what about your tithe? Father, I had tithe in my purse sent to take church. Yeah, so then when I heard that voice, what about the tithe in your purse? I rebuked the voice. I said, no, this cannot happen. I can't use my time for this. Because
you are a church girl. You've been taught well that tithe is only for the church, right?
Yes.
Why you yourself was hungry.
Yes, I know. So I said, this is not God speaking to me. I rebuked the voice. And then the voice came back to me again. It said, what about your time in your purse? So then I stood still. I stood still, and then I started to think. And then I just felt that peace and that calmness. So I said, let me go to God and go ask him, what is he really speaking to me? So I went to my prayer room. But something happened before I started to pray. I put Tega on. I put the video on, and then Tega just came on. And she gave a testimony how her parents were suffering in Africa, and she was in Australia,
Ireland, yeah.
And, she was giving her tithe, and her mom was a widow, and the church was not helping her mom. I started to weep. I couldn't cry, and she said my mentor Pastor Sunday, he told me, I said, what? So I started to cry. Then I went straight to your video. I'm gonna find on YouTube, and you cut and everything. I didn't do the wrong thing. So I went and saw your video, and for tithe and offering, it was very controversial, you know. But then I got that peace. I didn't hesitate. I grabbed my purse and I ran to the store and I bought for those kids. I bought them the toiletries, you know, and I sent cash for them. And it was just a deliverance for me. So then I started a women's group. I have a women's group that I teach, you know, about the purpose. So then in the meeting, I shared my testimony with them, you know, and they all started to cry. And they started to tell me testimonies, you know, how they've been. This lady was telling me for the doctor, she's paying her tithe, and her mom is suffering. Her mom don't even have light bill, and nothing has been changing for them. But they keep telling me to bring, you know, that time. So after that, I got delivered. I got delivered from that, and because I don't have anybody to help me with the orphanage, I'm been doing it on my own. Once in a while, people will help me. So and then I started to use my time.
So that is very, very paradoxical. Now, can you imagine it? You have an orphanage that you are taking care of, and you are not using your tithe to take care of it. You needed to go and beg people to give you money to take care of your own orphanage and the children that were under you. Meanwhile, you had money, and you would take that money to the church, to another person, and you don't even know what they do with the money. That is what religion does to you. But you have money here that you could use to take care of the children, and you are not using it. That is because of wrong teaching, because when you have children under you that are not eating, that you could not feed, that is your first priority. That is your first responsibility. You are supposed to feed those children first, and only what is left from that you could use for your tithe and offering. But until you feed them, you don't have tithe and offering. You don't have anything to give, because your expenses were still going on. They were still ongoing. So you are supposed to meet your expenses. I mean, especially the direct expenses of feeding the children that you are responsible for. So that was the way you got delivered, and now you use your tithe and offering to take care of other people's children in your orphanages. Is that, am I right?
Yes, you're absolutely right. So
this is thanks to the fact that you listen to the testimony, first of all, the message of Pastor Chris, who led you to Tega, and Tega was sharing her story of how she used to do the same thing. Her mommy, who is a widow back in Africa, suffering and not having money, but she would be taking all the money to the church. So after she began to follow me, she got the message, and then she decided to stop taking the money to the church, but rather use it not just for her mother, but for all the widows in the village. Now, that is much more logical, biblical, an act of love than taking it to the church and you don't know what to do with it in the church. So you gave that testimony in your group. What was there? Didn't they say you had backsliding and you are doing something wrong?
I mean, some other people that I shared that story where they rebuked me, you know, but I knew that I was surely convicted because I'm a person, I'm always seeking the face of God. So I don't just do things because I want to do it. I do it because everything I do, I want to do it to the glory of God. I want to please Him. I don't want to do things contrary. So I knew that I was strongly convicted. I was crying for a week. I was shaking. You know, I was shaking, and then with me, when I shared with them, they all came and put their arms around me and said, "What you're saying is true. You know, what you are saying is the truth, because we are doing the same thing and we're not seeing results." You know, and that's how I started to follow your teaching now. I started to, go through the different, I was like all over the place first. But then I said, oh no, I have to do it with series. Like I got addicted when I'm cooking, I have earrings when I'm walking. Everywhere when I'm sleeping, I sleep with Dr. Sunday. I talk about Dr. Sunday to everybody. My kids know your name. Sunday Adelaja, And I started to share you all over the place. And through you, I started to meet some very nice people, especially my little sister. that is sufficient, who is so dear to my heart. And I'm just blessed God for coming in contact with because of you. And then another thing, when I to follow you, I had a dream. Because I was following you, but I was still not connected. And then I had a dream, and you had a brand new shovel, in your hands, and you were sitting by a swamp. And you told me, you just told me, you said that you are buried under this ground. But I'm going to dig you out with this shovel. I'm going to dig you out. So I got it on there, I showed my mom, this is a dream. And then I asked the Lord, to reveal to me what was that dream. And the Holy Spirit came to me and said that His teachings is going to deliver you. His teachings is going to be deliverance to you. And since then, after Sunday, the next I had another dream again. And they said you were roasting a lot of fish, like different sizes of fish, a lot of fish. And you called me to help you. You called me to help you, and I went there. I said to help you to roast the fish. So then I said, oh no, I'm keep dreaming about it. So I asked,
maybe you are going to follow us to Africa.
Yeah, sure. They said you guys gonna win souls together. So since I knew was confirmation that the Lord wanted you to be my mentor, that's when I sent you the letter. And you replied me, and I talked to you, and since then, I've been following you. I have no regrets. Your teachings have delivered me out of so many things. You made me feel like life is predictable. I'm the owner of my life. Since I started watching, I don't watch TV anymore. I kind of very cautious about my time. I don't waste 1 hour. If I waste an hour, I want to know what did I produce in that hour. And you said that geniuses are not born. So those words, they're not just ordinary words. When you keep those words in your mind, it's like it becomes special. You move, you go with and you kind of like try to, do things the right way. So since I met you, my life has been different. I have been delivered. I didn't have to go to any pastor to pray for me, to cast demons out of me, but just your teachings. My life has been different.
You said you met me thanks to the disciple of Miles Monroe.
Right.
The lady who is doing a center. Is she still doing the center?
Yes, she's in Florida. She's Trista. Yeah, she's a white lady. Trista Craig.
Okay, and so she recommended Church Shift to you. What did the book give you? What did that book, Church Shift, do to you? What did you get from it?
Well, you your struggle, when you're in Russia, how you went through, how you were so hungry for God, you had to go through all kinds of different stuff to still be able to, worship God. And I said, oh my God, this man is a man that is hungry. He has hunger for the gospel. He has hunger. He's a credit.
But the struggles have not finished. I'm still in struggle right now. I'm sure you are aware of the persecution that's going on, not just in Russia, but now I've added the African one upon it. And I cannot travel. I've not been able to travel for 10 years. And for 10 years, all my properties and accounts are under arrest in Ukraine. So that book didn't tell the full story yet. But what did you get from the book?
Yeah, like I said, I got the, because I wanted to open my women's group. So, she wanted us to learn how to, how to have a group home, church, stuff like that, So those were the requirements, to read it, and then be able to get your own group, group, church, home group. So that's why I read it.
And after that book, is there any other book you have read or any of this?
Oh, yes.
Yes, go ahead.
This is my deliverance here. This one. Money won't make you rich. This is the book. Everybody needs to read this book. I was blindsided. I thought you have to save to just save your money. I learned a lot of money. I learned about investment, I learned how to pay myself, no matter how little I'm making. I pay myself 10%, you know, according to your income. You can start with 10%, you can go up to 30, and you can go up to 50, because without wealth, without me being a millionaire, I cannot really, you know, support the kingdom. I cannot do what I want to do. Like I have a big dream for the kids in Africa, but how can I do it if I don't have any money? So, you know, this book really came timely. It was a timely book. It helped me to, I'm saving now, you know, trying to invest, to build my children's mission, to build a comfortable home for them. It's good, because if you know the loss of money, I don't care how rich you're going to reduce it. You know, you have to know the loss of money to be able to maintain, you know, whatever you have. And you cannot just save because you want to keep money. You save to invest. Because when there's an invest opportunity, you know, you can put the savings into that. So that I learned a lot from this book, and I'm going to read it again. Now I'm going to read it again. Yeah.
Very good. So those are the two books you have read.
Yes, I read Kingdom Driven. I haven't finished it. I'm a slow reader. When I mentioned before I read it, started reading. I read Kingdom Driven, you know, about how to love people, and because I think I actually was doing a review on that at the point in time. She was doing a review, so I had to go and get this book. You know, about the kingdom life, you know, how to love people. You cannot love people all loving God. You cannot love God all loving people. And then I have this one, Who Am I? This is the one I...
Hello? Is that the internet? I think it's frozen. I think God wants somebody to see that book. Who am I? Because it's frozen just at the right time and at the right place, showing who am I to the world. I think somebody needs to get the message. God is calling on somebody's attention. Okay, somebody is greeting her here. Mango Wenny is the name. He said, bless your heart. Oh, we lost her. Okay, that's a challenge right there. I don't know what is wrong with the Albertina's connection, but I've lost my visitor, our guest. That is a problem with the line right there. But we are going to get back to it. We are going to get her back. And it's okay. Someone is trying to. We are trying to get her back. Okay. Hearing all the noise. I'm sorry, guys. Just those kind of technical things that happen sometimes. So we're trying to get back Albertina. Meanwhile, I'm seeing Mango Wenny here. He's writing, wow, bless your heart, Albertina. I'm so proud of you. I'm learning a lot this morning. I'm a Liberian. Oh, okay. Mango is Liberian as well in Indianapolis and Indiana, and a part of the DSA family too. I have six of his books presently. My best DSA's book is Pastoring Without Tears. Wow. Maybe he's a pastor. Sorry, Albertina. I don't know what that was, but that's surely a problem with the internet or something.
Yeah.
So welcome back.
Thank you.
I was just reading a note from someone. Maybe you don't know him, maybe you do know him. But his name is Mango Wenny.
No.
Mango Wenny. Okay,
Is he from Nigeria?
Yeah, Mango Wayne is from India. He's a Liberian. He said he's a Liberian himself, but he lives in Indianapolis.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Indianapolis, Indiana. But he's also a part of DSA family.
Wow.
And he said he's got 6 of my books right now.
Yeah.
But his favorite book is Pastoring Without Tears. That I guess he must be a pastor. So tell me about the book you are holding.
Yes, this one, Who Am I? This is the one I'm teaching my children. I'm going little by little teaching them. You know, teaching them how to discover themselves, how not to just go to school to get a white-collar job and, you know, just, you know, function. They have a purpose. God created them for a special purpose. And they are world changers, you know. So they all know now the back of their head. And my other son, he wants to see how he can stop the hurricane, you know.
Yeah.
He wants to prevent hurricane from destroying lives.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, so I told him, I said that could be his purpose, why God created him, you know.
Beautiful.
So we are going through this, but he don't like to see hurricane, you know, the way the destruction,
yeah.
You know. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So then I got this other one, I haven't read it yet. This one, no, can God save, only God can save Nigeria.
What a myth, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, but I haven't read this yet.
Even though it's written, it says only God can save Nigeria, but you know it's a book for everybody.
Right. Right.
Good.
That's what I noticed that because we're going to take change to Liberia too, so we're going to need all of these resources to be able to help, you know, to fund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Someone is writing something very funny here. I don't know why he said that. He didn't substantiate his question, but his question is not even a question. He's saying, Pastor, are you a man? Are you a human? Your mind is awesome. This is divine wisdom. Maybe he's talking about books, I don't know, or maybe he's talking about my work or what. But basically, I'm sure it's someone who is blessed. Michael Kaplan. And then we have Honora Barnabas. You want to talk to me? Well, after I finish this program, I'm starting another one immediately. So you will not be able to talk to me tonight for sure. So, but you can write me, inbox me on this Facebook. Just write me your message. I will reply to you. So, have you been to DSA's YouTube page?
Who, me?
YouTube, yes. Have you been listening to the messages on YouTube?
Oh, that's. I live there.
You live there?
Yeah.
That is strong.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are your favorite series?
I don't know what I have any favorite. Cause right now I've listened to like strictly 14, you know.
Ooh.
And, but I've touched like different ones.
Yeah.
But this thing, like the prayer series. Yes. It changed me from paganistic prayers, you know, just begging God for stuff, and also a relationship with Him.
Yeah.
You know, and trying to have a personal relationship with Him, not to just go and start begging, you know, to seek the kingdom. You know, seek the purpose for your life.
Yeah.
And I also listen to raising godly children. You know, how to raise godly children, how to become heroes to the child. Because I have a teenager right now, I was facing challenges, you know, how to spend time with them, you know, to all of the kids. And exactly, I sit down with these kids, I cry because it's like when you don't know these things, and then you see things going on, you think there's no solution. You know, but when you listen to these things, you know, try to come up with solutions to help your children. And then the morning series, the money series in connection with
money won't make you rich.
Right, money can make you rich. You know, how to save. You know, like the last stuff that the iPhone came up. You know, iPhone one, I think, or something. And my husband asked me if I wanted to switch my phone.
iPhone?
I said no.
iPhone.
Yeah, the iPhone 8. It's a new version. You can come with new stuff every year. So if I had not listened to you, I would be jumping and say, oh, you guys just found the 8. I have the same plus. I'm like, I have the same plus. I just want to go. I mean, just all the features of this thing. Sometimes I need to get another bill, you know, to get the 8. So I refuse. So it's because of the money series and money can make you rich. Because we said we shouldn't spend money on things that we don't need.
Yeah.
You know, we keep getting richer, but I keep getting poor.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. So we have to equip ourselves to be able to advance the kingdom here on earth. We cannot advance the kingdom if we know that we are broke. You know, and then I listened to the Custom Progression series. That was the one that blew me away too. You know, how to utilize my time. Like I stop watching TV when you get something to do, from my husband or my kids. Like I am no more TV watcher. You know, because it takes so much time. Like I have my spirit of move on TV. I have to be present to watch all things. So I got 4 kids. You know, I have a home and I have a vision. I have a job that I go to. If I'm watching TV, I'm not going to fulfill my purpose. It's going to keep most of my time. So I try to, you know, utilize my time, convert my time into products, you know. And then the other one is the difference between a man and a woman. You really brought that down. You know, you explain what men need from a woman, what a woman needs to expect from a man, you know, and then it's just so much as a subject. You cannot go all loving people. That's a personal philosophy. That yes, you cannot love or claim to love God, and they hit little children. You know, they treat little children so bad in Africa, and they are dressing up, going to church, offering. I think it's being a hypocrite in the face of God. You know, people will not be speaking to each other, and then they're going to church. You know, just religious activities. They're not even showing. They don't. You have to love people before you can be able to love God. So I really dive into that. You gave me a whole different, you know, aspect about that. And then life is predictable, you know, that I can predict my future. I don't say life is not predictable anymore. When I know I want to do something, once I put in the time and the effort, I'm going to do that thing. I'm going to be that person I want to be. Geniuses are not born. Life is predictable. It's your own future. So that was a very helpful to me. The Kingdom series, if I'm losing a job for old Sam, so how to convert your spiritual experience. I will call you privately to tell you that my testimony for that. How to convert your spiritual experience. That really worked for me. Sometimes people feel the anointing and they just let it go like that. No, I want to tell you guys, actually, if you have that, if you feel that anointing, start that looking to encounter God, to listen to Him, because that's when He speaks to you. He don't just bring those goosebumps on you just to feel that moment. That's the time He wants to visit you. That's wants to give you direction, not strategy about whatever you're doing. So this is a very, if anybody haven't listened to this series, it was a very important series to listen to. How to convert your spiritual experience is very, very, very important. And then the faith series, and then the thinking series, how to think. A lot of people we don't think, we just do things. No, we just biomass, we just, we just think. We just do things. And then the confidence you talk about, how when you were in school you couldn't talk and all that stuff, and you really help because like that, we're still fighting that. I'm shy, I don't, but I always want to be in the back, I don't want to just come out, I have to get a push to come out. So you ready to come out with that, your testimony when you're in school and you couldn't say anything, and I think there's Muslim guy or guy couldn't speak English. You know, he spoke about something and you be like, what, you know, that I can do it, and I came out of it and stuff. And then the prostitution about tithe and offering, that's the big one. That is the big one. That, I mean, it got me some enemies, it got me some problems, but that's the main thing that, like, people are misusing the tithe and offering and they're not doing it for what God called them to do. You know, they're making pastors rich. You know, people send money to TBN, to all these rich pastors, to do it. And the very poor who don't have money, but we're sending money to TBN and all the other rich. They see envelope every time to send your monthly dues, you know, and all that stuff. So, I tell you, then going forward, all of your series you bring to, you know, the church, the wickedness and all that stuff in the churches. But these are one of the main ones that are really
beautiful. You've been working hard.
Yeah.
On yourself.
Okay, I haven't gotten there yet, Pastor Sunday. I haven't gotten anywhere near you yet.
but you've been bringing forth some very serious kingdom fruits. Can you begin to tell us one by one some of the fruits that God has allowed you to bring forth since all these years?
Yes. So yes, I was about the kids in Africa, you know, because I have a gift that God reveals and brings revelation to my dreams. You know, that's the special gift He gave me. So I don't hold up my dreams. And I had a dream that I was going to take care of these children in Africa, you know. All I thought I was going to have a daycare here, but He redirected me. So I started with 10 kids, you know, and it was not easy. I got a house for them. My sister is there. You know, she's helping me, you know, very reliable lady. She's helping me taking care of the children. We got a house. Sometimes we don't even have the rent. Like right now, we even owe in the rent. But God just made a way that this lady that has the house, she charged us $1,000 a year. And then she came back to me last couple months ago and said that, you know, she's going to bring it down to $1,000. And so I can't even come up with it. I can't keep the children and then, you know, pay the rent. But she has not even contacted us yet to, you know, to harass us for the rent. But I told God, I said, this is not my work. You told me to do this thing. I'm not doing it in my own flesh. So you're going to take care of this. So I have those children. I told you, I thought I never used to accept kids, you know, because I was thinking about the money. Oh, I'm not going to have, it's not going to make sense. You know, I have 5 kids and I don't have money to feed them. But
is this in Monrovia?
Monrovia, yeah, Liberia, in Monrovia.
How many children? 5?
Right now we have 14. They just brought 2 children, yeah, day before yesterday.
Wow, 14 children.
Yes.
And you have a property, a house for them, where you are taking care of them.
Right, I have a house for them. So
what about if there are some people who are watching you now that would like to support what you are doing in Liberia? You know, maybe some of our people, because children are children. All children are God's children. How can they do it? Can they just inbox you on your Facebook?
Yes, and I also have a page called Giants of Hope Foundation. That's the name of the organization. Giants of Hope.
Giants of Hope.
Yeah, Giants of Hope Foundation.
Is that a Facebook or website?
It's on Facebook. It's on Facebook.
And it's a Facebook page.
Right, it's a Facebook page.
So you got the property. I mean, okay, go ahead. You have another one?
I have another one called Movement to Help Enslaved Children. It's a closed group where, you know, I post just to create awareness about how children are mistreated, you know, in Africa, and I'm trying to raise that awareness for us to be, you know, enlightened about what is going on so people can be able to help, you know, eradicate child slavery from Africa, because it's not only Liberia, it's all I live in Sierra Leone, I live in Guinea. It's like that. People use little children as slaves, you know. They bring those kids to their houses and just enslave them. You know, they eat they don't eat good food. They don't wear good clothes. You know, they're the last to go to bed and be the very first to wake up. You know, and it's not right to God. It's about because they are poor, so they don't deserve to be treated right. So I created that group, you know, to help to eradicate child slavery and child labor and abuse in Africa. So they can find me on those 2 links, those 2 pages.
Okay, and then they could go to your Albertina Facebook as well.
Right, and send me your inbox, yeah.
And write to you inbox, okay.
Right.
So this is one of the main thing you are doing. You started a orphanage in Africa, in Liberia, and you have 15 kids you are taking care of right now. What are the other things that you've started to do?
And then I started to have a women's group, you know, because like I'm a person of love. I love people. I love to bring people together. So you know, we live in the diaspora. We don't have too many family members. Sometimes people are sick in the hospital. They don't even have people to go and visit them to carry the kids for flowers. Or maybe they have been raped, somebody died from them. You know, they don't have somebody to go and love them and support them. So I have this women support group where, you know, birthdays come, we celebrate each other's birthdays, we give each other flowers, you know, if she has class, we take flowers to go and talk and all that stuff. And then, you know, when someone gets sick, we go to visit them. And even we're trying to go and also, we're trying to go to see if to feed the homeless on the streets. So that group is called Petita Sister Movement. It's a group, it's not on Facebook, I have a Facebook page for that. But I endeavor
what is the page?
Peculiar Sisters Movement.
So have you got to be peculiar before you could join it? Or anybody can join it and then you make them to be peculiar?
Well, I mean, it's a support group, you know, where we can love on one another, we can give each other, you know, to cry on each other's shoulder. Maybe, like I said, in the diaspora, maybe I want to go for a job interview and I don't have anybody to babysit. I cannot pay for daycare. One of the sisters in that group can volunteer to babysit for you voluntarily, you know. So that's just that support system. And I also teach you how to discover the purpose, you know, because everything we're doing is for we have to still be able to discover who we are. That's the only thing we can please God. So they belong to what He's going to call us.
So this is only in your city, right, where you are living?
It's only in my city now, but my goal is to expand it all over the world.
So it's a support group for women among themselves where they are living, so that they come together as a support group and be able to render services to each other.
Right, it's like a sisterhood, you know, support system.
Wow. But you have 4 children.
Yeah, my pastor said I have 4 children, but I also have a purpose in life. I also have a calling. And you taught me that we did not only come here to support our children and our immediate family. We are here to also do the word of God. And with the help of God, I have 4 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep. That's all of me. Not going to allow, because I have 4 children, to stop me from doing what I was called to do. Yeah.
Wow. I have another person who is writing here. He's also from Liberia. His name is Evangelist Melvin Due. Yeah, he comes here. I see him on the platform all the time. He says, I'm a Liberian residing in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah. And DSA's teaching has really transformed my life and has turned me into a kingdom-minded Christian. I've been listening since 2016. I have read Who Am I? Why Am I Here? I have also read Kingdom Driven Life, Mountain of Ignorance, Only God Can Save Nigeria, What a Myth. So he's saying thank you. But maybe you people from Liberia, do you have an organization, an association where everybody could meet? Or do you have any organization like that in the US? Because I see that there are so many people from Liberia who are on the platform and you don't even know about each other.
Well, we do have different organizations in different states. There are a lot of Liberians in the United States because of the Civil War. You know, we've been having problems in our country, and a lot of them were repatriated to America as refugees. So we have a huge Liberian community like all over Arizona, Philadelphia, New York, Minnesota. So they have different groups. There's a lot. We have other Liberians in the United States.
But you are in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And in Texas, do you have a group there?
Well, yes, they do have a group, but I'm not ready because I live like way in the suburb, so I'm not ready part of the group. They have the Liberian organization in the Fort Worth area. Yeah, but I'm not ready part of that group. But I have this friend that during the school in Texas, Houston, in Liberia, and we're trying to coordinate to see how we can, get together and see how we can get people involved.
Because I think that your testimony could actually inspire a lot of Liberians to also begin to do something at home, to begin to start some projects on the other, to be able to support people. Maybe you are supporting children, and maybe other people also want to support maybe women or schools or other people, or maybe they want to support you. So, it would be a good idea, especially those on DSC Family. Do you know any other Liberian who is on DSC Family platform?
Yes, Grace is on DSC Family, and then I have this other girl, what's her name? Dagnet. I think I just discovered her on YouTube, Dagnet Johnson.
Yes, she is here. She is very active also.
Yes. So, yes, I know a couple of Liberians and Platonic. I talked to Platonic once I think they do in Minnesota. And yes, and yes, Platonic, and and there are not too many Liberians, but
no, there are many Liberians on the platform. Only you don't know them.
Mm-hmm.
Like today now.
I'm doing this thing, and I did a whole month video about these children. I cried to them, that we could raise funds to support these children for Christmas. But, people will come and say, okay, and nobody will contribute to say anything. So, sometimes they kind of like, you just kind of feel reluctant. You're like, let me just do it, and God is going to bring the right people in alignment. Like, I came on the entire November month, every Wednesday, because I have a live broadcast every Wednesday, telling people about these kids in Africa, how they are suffering, how we have to help them. We have to empower their parents, because the rich people go to the villages and tell these people that I'm going to bring your children to the city to educate them. And instead of bringing those children and abuse them, which is not right. I know this lady, I will tell you a story of this lady in Minnesota. She came here in the 80s, very, very young. Her aunt brought her here, and her aunt did not educate her. Ooh. Now this is in her 50s. She does not even have citizenship.
No.
She was, yes, I'm telling you.
Since the 80s?
Since the 80s, she does not have a citizenship. She does not have a citizenship. She's
that is 50 years in America.
Yes. Because they confined her in the basement. She couldn't go outside to talk to anybody. And it was happening right in the city of Maryland. So that's how people behave. They went over into Africa, asked her parents to bring her to the States. Her parents were so excited, not knowing their daughter was coming into slavery. Now she is mentally challenged. When she talks to me, she just came from Africa yesterday. She has a very deep accent because she does not associate with anybody. So that's how terrible this thing is. So I try to tell them that we should try to get together to stop these things. But it's still going on. It's still going on. And if nobody helps me, I'm going to keep going. I'm keep on the door. It's still going on. Children are still being enslaved. They're not supposed to sleep with the kids. Nobody is saying anything. The partner would not say anything to tell the little child that they lie.
Do you have an organization against this slavery of the girls?
I don't have any organization right now. I have my organization. I'm trying to work in, with the Liberian government, so we can try to see if we can do this when I get there. But right now, I'm working on my own. I'm doing everything on my own right now. I'm using my tithes and offering just to support these kids and to bring freedom to them.
Wow. So, so they could get you by writing to your inbox as well?
Right, yes. They can write my inbox. They can write my Go My Giants of Hope page. I'm there, I'm posting every day. And yes, so I'm not how to.
Now, but apart from the organization that you are having for the children and the women's organization, are there other kingdom fruits that you are having that you like to talk about?
Yes, I also have relationship because I'm a relationship coach. Like I said, I'm a loving person. I love to see people together. So I went and did family relationship coaching. So I come on Facebook every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time. So, you know, teach people how to have a build a good and healthy relationship using kingdom principles and having a kingdom standard relationship. And I have a close group too, you know, fan page for that group. It's called Kingdom Relationship Network.
Okay.
Yeah. So I help individuals to build healthy relationships, you know, how to treat their partners, their kids, that stuff. So that's a kingdom product.
Evangelist Melvin is saying, I suggest we form a DSA Liberians group. DSA, the Liberians who are on DSA platform, to form a group. Liberia dearly need kingdom transformation as well.
Yes.
Especially now that we have a new government coming in. Our country dearly needs kingdom values. What do you think about that?
Yes, that's awesome because we're all kingdom-minded people. We cannot make any move in Liberia. We have to be kingdom-minded. You know, we're all kingdom-minded people. We cannot.
Especially since all of you are on DSA platform and listening to DSA messages.
Yes. So, like I said, I think I sent you the stuff. You know, I have my 10 years plan for the children.
Yes.
In 10 years, we're going to have like 12,000 children. So we're going to rescue
12,000?
Right, 12,000 children. That's a big picture. So in this is how I broke it down. Every week, like daily, we're going to rescue 5 kids.
Okay.
We're going to rescue 5 kids from slavery. And then 25 children weekly.
Okay.
You know, and then 100 children monthly.
Beautiful.
And 1,200 kids every year. And then in 10 years, we're going to have 4,000 children.
Wow.
That's how, yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Beautiful. Now, I know, apart from that, I know that you've written a best-selling book.
Yes, that was my latest fruit. Because of my love and care for people, the devil, you know, has been using people against me and, you know, trying to destroy that loving relationship I have with God. You know, so I decided to write a book helping people to love people regardless because of all my frustrations, my betrayers, and everything. I try to put it in there, and I included my family, my life in there too. Because I went through a lot as a son. I have sacrificed my life. But you know, sometimes you know, just tired and you feel discouraged. Like I don't think I can do this anymore. But that's a special gift from God. The devil is trying to suppress that gift. And I sometimes I want to be tough, you know, but I cannot be free. I cannot be free when I try to be hard to people. So a lot of times I think I'm stupid. Because I'm very loving and very forgiving. I don't know how to keep, you know, crush on people because this is my prayer. Prayer is to live, you know, with the 9 fruits of the Spirit on a daily basis. Because that's the only way I think I can please God. To love, joy, peace, kindness, suffering, gentleness. That's my prayer in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 to 7. When I read it, I recite that every day. Lord is patient. Lord is kind. Lord is not jealous. It's not boastful. You know, it does not rejoice in injustice. So that's my prayer to God. So I wrote that book to help people that went through divorce or went through family, sibling rivalries, and betrayers to come to love people. You don't just love people that love you. You love people that deserve to be loved because we have done so many things to God. And He still loves us. So that's why I named the book Loving the Unlovable. How to love when loving is tough.
But you're already doing it.
Yes.
You're already doing it.
Book.
Yeah, you're already doing it with all these children that don't belong to you.
Right.
You have your own 4 children. Then apart from that, you have 15 other children.
Right. 14
other children that you are taking care of. I mean, who does that? And then that book is very practical. You're also giving advice to people on how they could live the love life and how to love not just God, but how to love your neighbor as yourself.
Right. Even if they don't deserve it, because some people think that it's easy to love people that love them. But no, you're not pleasing God that way. You have to love people that don't even require of it, deserve your love. You still have to love them no matter what. You cannot hate people, you cannot write people off. You still have to love people regardless. So that's what I wrote the book. And
do you have the book right now?
It's on Amazon. And I think I would have to take it. It's on Amazon right now. In fact, today, the print copy just got published today. And, yes, the devil was fighting, but you don't want to believe it. I got the approval right after I spoke with Iowa. Yes. Right? And like, God is alive in God. I was just praising Him. I was just praising Him because just 15 minutes to this call, I got an email that your book, congratulations, your print copy is available for purchase on Amazon.
And it's a best-selling book on Amazon.
Yes, it's a best-selling book. Yeah.
Evangelist Melvin just wrote that I will be in touch with you, Albertina. I would like to be one of your volunteer sponsors as the Lord directs me.
That would be great. That would be great.
Keep on doing what you are doing. God bless you, he's saying. That's Evangelist Melvin.
That would be great.
Yes. So people are acknowledging what you are doing.
Right.
Where is the book? Move it to the... Yes. Yeah, that's it. Beautiful. Ooh, what a beautiful picture.
Yeah, thank you.
Excellent. Wow. The way you are standing in that picture is that you are ready to give that love to all the world. Or to teach the whole world how to love like that.
Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, that's all we have to do. We have to love people. We have to care for them. These children in Africa, we're trying to, I think we have to get them home. We have to get them to school, in a clinic, they go to my sister's school right now. And, we just to get them to experience that childhood love, that care. And we don't know who they're going to become tomorrow. Who might be raising one Martin Luther King Jr. You never know. For people just despise those children, they think that, they're just children, they are future leaders, they are agents of change, they are history makers. I see great in them. That's why, because if they say of their family, like this other kid, we have 2 of them, their father used to take them to beg on the street every day for food. And he's a handicapped guy, he doesn't walk. He'll go and beg, and then the kids will go right to restaurant, before they eat. And people don't want them in. And they are so happy. They don't want to go back home. Our decision is not to separate them from their families, but to, help them, support them, get the education that their parents cannot afford, love them, care for them so they can be able to go back and give back to their community tomorrow. And develop them into kingdom-minded citizens. That's our purpose, to raise that new generation of kingdom-minded children.
So what is your overall vision what is your general vision for your ministry, for your life, for the women group, for the children's center? For the children's center, we know 12,000 kids, but yeah, in general, what are your dreams?
Well, my dream is to advance the kingdom of God here on earth. That's my dream. So yes, that's my dream, to advance the kingdom of God. For everybody to discover their purpose, know why they were created, and know why they are here, because a lot of people don't know. They're working for Uncle Sam, and they think that about it, and they just wasting their time. We have more to do. There's people out there, in Africa, Asia, waiting for us. And we're sitting here and going to work 3 hours, wasting our time. If we go to Jesus, I'm your friend. I don't want you to tell me what the talents and gifts that I gave you. It's going to call me wicked and lazy. I don't want to be called that name. That's what I'm doing. Everything that I can to help other people to discover their purpose and their, reason why they were created. So that's my dream, to help everybody to discover their purpose and to advance the kingdom of God.
But then with the children, tell us about your vision for the children again.
Oh, the children is we're trying to help eradicate child slavery. We want to stop abuse. Like I said, if everything goes wrong, like I'm grooming everything. We want to stop child. We want to stop abuse and child labor. And we also want to build, have them educated, they help, get our safe health care for them. When they can go to the hospital and have a safe home. Like our kids say, it doesn't cost much.
How many of them do you say you want to deliver?
12,000 in 10 years.
4,000?
12,000.
12,000,
yes.
Right.
Yes.
In 10 years.
Yes. Yeah.
You are going to do it by the grace of God.
Excuse me, Pastor Sunday.
You are going to do it by God's grace.
Oh, yes, absolutely. By the grace of God. It's going to happen.
What about the vision for the peculiar women group?
peculiar women group is so it's the same thing to break the law. Because we're all loving people, we cannot love God. We're not going to see God. We're not going to see Jesus. What we do to our brothers and sisters is, is unto God. So it's to bring that love, that compassion that Jesus showed us, that loving kindness, that He shared with us, to have that love amongst women, to have that support system. That's the purpose of the group. Like I said, if you have to go to the hospital, to the doctor, or job interview, and you don't have a babysitter, one of the sisters is for you. It's free. You don't have to pay. You can't afford it. So that's what the group is intended for. Just to have that sisterhood support system.
Beautiful. There is Charles here. Charles is writing that yours is a good vision for Liberia, and he wants you to partner together with him and the Teen Challenge Liberia. He said he has been working and helping teen boys and girls who are struggling with drugs and addiction in Painesville, Liberia. So maybe I would like to advise you, Charles, to get in touch with Albertina on our Facebook page, or you could go to the organization. What's the Facebook page of the organization again?
Giants of Hope Foundation.
Giants of Hope Foundation. It's written as one word, everything one word. Giants of Hope.
No, it's different. Giants of Hope Foundation.
Okay, separate.
Right.
Now, how can people get your book?
Or they can go to Amazon and just put in ALBERTINA NYANTEE, or Loving the Unlovable is going to pop up.
Loving the Unlovable.
Right.
Now,
and the book is going to pop up.
I know that in America, Albertina is a popular name among women, but it's also I don't know. How did you get that name? Is there any story behind it?
It was my dad that gave me that name. A lot of people call me Tina, you know. I was in high school.
Okay.
Call me Tina.
Okay. Maybe your dad was expecting a son. He wanted to call Albert.
I think he said it was after the priest. One of the priests, because he went to a Catholic school, and one of the priests of Albert. So he, you know, yes. When he was doing my paperwork to come to the States, and he just combined it, because everybody knows me as Tina, but now I'm Albertina now. I used to be Tina Williams.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Now you are Albertina Williams.
No, I'm Albertina Nyantee.
You don't want Williams again?
No, I just want that.
You go with the name of your husband.
Yes, I don't even want to have me native, but it's on my boat, so I don't have I don't want to make my husband mad.
But how come your husband is being... I'm sure your husband must be very supportive because you are doing so much as a woman, 4 children.
Yes.
He must be a unique guy. Tell me about him.
Well, yeah, he is. He's my childhood love. You know, we started when we were very young. Not to promote anything, but we started when we were 14 and 16. And, you know, we separated for a while and then we came back together. You know, we've been knowing each other for 31 years now.
Wow.
We just had our 12th wedding anniversary on the 27th of December. He's a very nice husband and a great father.
Yeah, he should be very supportive. For you to have all that going on, what you are doing, you've got to have a very big support base in your husband.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, it's like you are more concerned about making the world a better place, and but I'm not sure you are interested in politics.
I mean, if that season comes, that's what I want to do, you know. I mean, you know, as the vision, as you start the vision, it involves the different things. So that I'm not limited to anything. You know, there's no limitation to what God wants me to do. If He wants me to go to politics down the line, you know, who am I? I'm available.
That's why I wrote a new book that is called Pastor Face Your Calling. And that is about to say to people that no, don't just remain in the one calling or in the place where everybody puts you.
Right.
And there is someone here also who is saying, his name is Jenkins Greer. He says he will also contact you.
Okay.
Yeah, he will get in touch with you because he is currently working with children as well, just like you in Liberia. So he said they focus on education, and the organization is called Hope for the Children Future. So and he really likes your vision.
Amen. And one thing I want to say, anybody that purchased the book, my husband and I decided that because we already have the plan, you know, we already have the proposed site for the kids' home. All the proceeds from the book is going to go toward that project to give the kids a better home to live.
Beautiful.
So anybody that purchased the book, the money is going to go straight to building the new home for the children. And
the book, I read it, is a very good book because it's about love and it's teaching people practical ways to love. So, so it's going to bless everybody that reads that book. Now, the reason I ask you about politics is because your country, first of all, is the first country in Africa to have a female president. So that's why I asked you about that. What do you think about that? And what is your own assessment of your outgoing president 2 times in office?
Well, I mean, she disappointed a lot of people, I should be honest. You know, some people benefited, you know, but the government, she turned it into a nepotism form of government, you know, because she's been fighting for this thing for a long time, for a couple of years. And when she got there, she did not put, you know, like girls education and all that stuff. Those things were not in place, you know, and it was just she and her children, benefiting from. It was just a group of, a handful of people. People, no water, no light, And Liberia used to be a beautiful place. A lot of people used to leave from, but it was so easy to travel from Liberia to come to the United States. Nigerians used to come and get Liberian passport just to come to the United States because they never used to give us problems. We were almost colonized by the American Colonization Society. So we one of the oldest countries we were colonizing. With our independence in 1847, not really colonized, but our independence in 1847. So, but we have not really done anything, So she really disappointed us, and with the new president, he was not my first choice, but we don't know what God is going to do through him. So for me, I don't really care about the system of this world. I believe in bringing the kingdom, as individuals, something we do to rebuild our country. We shouldn't hope on the government. What can we do as kingdom citizens, kingdom-minded citizens to change the world, to change the country? I don't really rely on the government because the system of this is not for us. It's going to fail us. We are not part of this world. We're supposed to expand the kingdom of God here on earth. So I don't know whether I want to be part of the world system or if something happens, if I get in there, maybe I'm going to take the kingdom of God there to make it better.
Why did you say that the new incoming president is not your first choice?
Well, it was, everybody had a choice, the opinion to the presidency, but the guy that I wanted, he didn't win. So I just wanted people were fighting on. It was a big thing on Facebook. It's exactly, that's why my book now it's very timely because a lot of people got so much hate for each other for this election. They were going Facebook and just curse. But I went to my closet and told God, I was only praying behind the scene. I never said anything on Facebook about anything. I only went to God. I said, well, you choose the right person. You who's best for the country. So he won. All we need to do is to love him and give him all the support him,
But everybody, almost, he has supporters who are not Liberians from almost every country in the world.
Yeah. He's a very, he was a professional footballer, and he's well known. And people that are not close to him, or people that are close to him, say he's a nice guy. My husband is his biggest. My husband is supporting him too. So, yeah, but everybody has the right to their own opinion.
So you are not a football supporter?
I love football, but I don't know. I don't really care about it. My kids play American football. Yeah, two of my boys play American football.
But this man here is being celebrated as a symbol of African success. George Weah.
Yeah. People think that he's more qualified to be an athlete than a president. That's the problem people have. But who knows? God will use him for the best. So
But the problem also is that he got deceived to thinking that by going to TB Joshua, that will give him something. I heard he went to see TB Joshua.
Don't even bring up TB Joshua stories. It's a whole different story. My family has been affected from TB Joshua. I do not listen to that guy. My sister, I hope it doesn't make any bad. She don't have bad feelings for me, but she went to TB Joshua for 1 year and 4 months. And she said, she had issue with her leg. And she said that her leg was hurting, and he said he was going to heal her. He called her up and said she was healed. She came back. She got healed on the spot, but when she got back home, she still experienced the same problem. So I tried to talk to her to listen to you and go get medical attention. But these people see Joshua and they brainwash people. Even my mom was there for 6 months. So I told my mom not to play a video in my house because I don't want that, stuff in my house. I told her because I never I never got connected to him. You know, I have to feel like the same. I don't just listen to anybody. So I never, you know, I'm not part of his stuff. Yeah, so my family is the strong believer of him. I'm not. So it's a big problem to me and all of that.
But if your sister never got healed, she's supposed to have been disappointed and come out of TB Joshua by now.
I don't know what's going on. She's still listening to him. I think she said she should keep praying and she will get her healing. So maybe she keep believing. I don't know.
After staying there for like 6 months or 1 year?
1 year and 4 months. 1 year, 4 months.
1 year, 4 months. She stayed there and she didn't get healed and she's still following him.
Right.
Wow.
Everybody that told her about you, I send them videos. That's all I can do, you know. I send them videos to people, I share it. And it's up to them to make up their mind and make a decision. Yeah.
Yeah, sad. Well, nice to talk to you. And thank you so much. Is there anything you would like to tell our viewers before we go?
Well, viewers, I want to let you guys know that Pastor Sunday is the true servant of God. And do not listen to what people will say. Before you criticize him, go to YouTube and listen to his series. They do not just be like me when I started. I was listening to everything all over the place. If you go series by series, you're going to really understand what he's teaching about and going to be delivered. Read his books. God brought this God in our generation for you know, to help us to be delivered, to relieve us from bondage. And I'm so glad I'm alive to be able to hear this teaching that something like this, because some people die. We're all even getting touched up, you know. We are privileged to have a crisis like this and knock us down to help us to be liberated from slavery, you know, religious slavery and bondage. So if you're out there, just listen. Don't just listen to every time. Just go and do things. Everything is possible. Go and be impacted. But don't just come and listen to all this listening, you know. I mean, I come to listen a lot, but not so much because I'm working, I'm doing some other things that believe in me. Listen, I can't just listen, and have to implement, you know. So listen and implement what he's teaching you. And, you know, and you're not going to be disappointed. Read his books, listen to his teachings.
You are a giant woman, and they should go and buy your book as well.
Yeah. Go ahead and get my book.
Give them the name of your book. Give them the name of your book again.
Loving the Unlovable. If you went through divorce, you went through betrayal, or you have issues with your children because you know some children and their parents fall apart, and you find it very difficult to forgive, you have to read that book. Lay your hands on that book. It deals with betrayal. It deals with, you know, hatred and all that stuff. It teaches you how to have love of God, you know, to love people. So it's for everybody. It's an easy way. It's a self-help book. You know, a lot of people suffer from unforgiveness. People don't forgive easily. Yeah, people don't forgive easily. So that book would be very helpful for those that are struggling with the spirit of unforgiveness. If you're out there, you are struggling with that spirit, go and grab that book today. It's on Amazon. It's $9.99, and then the Kindle is $9.99.
Well, I hope you'll be able to come to. I hope you have a plan to come to Ukraine sometime in the future.
Oh, yes. Don't let me see Pastor Sunday. I'm coming soon. I'm not going to give you anything, but I'm working on that.
All right.
I have to come to Ukraine. There's no different about.
Thank you so very much. You've done very well for yourself. Take, 4 children, a mother of 4 children. She's the only girl in her home. All of them are boys. All the children are boys. Of course, the husband. And then she's having 14 more children in Africa. She's taking care of. And then she's still having time to write books. And to do self-development. And to form women groups. The Lord is your strength.
Because you are my mentor, I copy you. I see your strength, everything you do. You have your family, but you still come on here twice a day. That's all. Just to come and liberate people from religious slavery, just to help us. You're so passionate about people. So, anybody that is following you, see a good thing that you do, because that thing, what you're doing. So I bless God that I got to know you, and I hope to see you in person one of these days. Thank you so much for your beautiful family and everybody.
Thank you. We're going to come back in the next 35 minutes. And let me just talk a little bit about some of my books here. I don't know if, well, I don't know if it's going to show. It's not going to show, right? It will show, okay. Who? Will it show? Will it not show? Yeah. Is it okay? Raising the next generation. Yeah, is it okay? Yeah. Raising the next generation of Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. That's one book that will help you guys. How to build a secure financial future. How to regain your lost life. How to win in life. This is probably one of the most challenging books you ever read. But it's going to be tough. And you are going to cry. You are going to weep. You are going to rejoice. You are going to be happy. You are going to... But if you get this book will change you. I'm a person. Am I a personality? This is how to live a diamond life through the secret of excellence. Excellence is your key to elevation. Problems, your shortcut to prominence. How to create your network, your own net worth. 7 tips to self-fulfillment in life. This is one of the books that Albertina said she read. Who am I? Why am I here? But this one is one of my new latest books. Where are the latest books, by the way? Work is better than vacation, and labor better than favor. Work is better than vacation. Labor better than favor. Then one of the latest ones is discovering the purpose and calling of nations. Discovering the purpose and calling of nations. This is another book that Albertina recommends. Money won't make you rich. This is another new book here. Could you be the Abraham of your nation? And that's what Albertina is doing already. She's becoming the Abraham, taking charge of a nation. Life is an opportunity. It's another book here. Now, this is another financial book. Don't eat tomorrow's food today. All these books, you can read them for free. All these books, you can get them for free and read them for free on Kindle Unlimited. If you're on Amazon, on Kindle Unlimited, they will be free. This one is called No One is Better Than You, so that people like Donald Trump will not be telling you stories about who you are. No one is better than you. This is another book here that is life-changing. But if you are not on Kindle Unlimited, then you can buy the book on Amazon as well. Or you could, if you are from Nigeria, you can buy it from a lady that we call Shioma, and her telephone is there in the comment section. Or you can buy it on Okada Books. Or you can write to my office. If you write to my office, you just need to write to dssbooks@gmail.com. dssbooks@gmail.com. Or yeah, you just write. You could also be a distributor, by the way. You could distribute the books and make money. So if you want to distribute the book, write to dssbooks, one word, dssbooks@gmail.com. All right, this is another one here, how to become great through time conversion. And then this is the reigning book in town now. This is the trending book. How Africans brought civilization to Europe. This is the story of the great events that the Africans have done. This is the story of all the great things Africans have done. And many Africans don't know about it. So you need to let your children know what Africans have done in history. And this book is needed for all of us. So how Africans brought civilization to Europe. And not just to Europe, but to all continents as well. This is another book that I think every Christian needs to read, because it's called Pastor, Face Your Calling. This the attempt of religious people or other people saying, if you are a Christian, sit there in the four walls of the church. This book will teach you not just to be religious, not just to be in the four walls of the church, but to take the gospel to all the spheres of life. Another book here for you. I'm a person. Am I a personality? And I already spoke about that. That's the one I said is the most challenging book. Okay, I already spoke about all these books. Yeah. All right. This is the one. Why losing your job is the best thing that could happen to you. Why losing your job is the best thing that could happen to you. Losing your job is the best thing that could happen to you. Think about that. Why? Well, you should get the book. Stop working for Uncle Sam. Stop working for Uncle Sam. Okay, those are a few of my books, not all of them. I have many more books, but you could get them on Amazon or Quora Books or by writing to DSS Books. That's the cheapest way to buy them is to write to dssbooks@gmail.com. Well, thank you so very much, my dear sister. You have been wonderful. You have been wonderful, and I just can't believe it. Because a lot of people are saying they cannot do much because they are married. Some people are saying they cannot do much because they have one child or two children. But you have all these children, and you are doing so much. Great encouragement, great inspiration. Take care of yourself, and we will see you in the next 30 minutes coming on live. God bless. Peace.
Thank you.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye.